Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before we begin this video, don't forget to give it a like. It truly encourages us to keep sharing beneficial content, inshallah. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our future videos on faith, spirituality, and Islamic reminders. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah bless you and enjoy the video. When Allah wants you to be with someone, the timing of your meeting is never random or coincidental. It is perfectly orchestrated by His divine wisdom, far beyond human understanding. Often, people become anxious or impatient, trying to force connections or relationships according to their own plans. But the truth is that Allah's timing is always precise, and it happens when both hearts and souls are truly ready. Many times, Allah allows delays, separations, or periods of silence, not as punishment or denial, but as necessary moments of preparation and growth for both individuals. When you reflect deeply, you may realize that the moments when you felt most lost or unsure in your love life were exactly when Allah was working behind the scenes. While you may have been focused on searching for the one or pushing relationships forward, Allah was quietly guiding you to become the person you were meant to be first. This process of personal growth is essential because Allah does not just want to unite two random souls. He wants to unite two souls that are ready to support each other in faith, patience, and the journey toward Him. When you trust this divine timing, you begin to see the wisdom behind waiting, the blessings hidden in delays, and the strength gained through solitude. Divine timing often means that when you finally meet the person Allah has destined for you, you meet them under circumstances that feel peaceful and effortless, rather than forced or chaotic. You might find that the meeting happens when you least expect it. Perhaps after you have stopped actively searching or after a time of personal reflection and healing. This is no accident. Allah's plan is always to bring two hearts together in a way that maximizes their ability to thrive together, spiritually and emotionally. Furthermore, Allah's timing encourages you to focus on yourself rather than obsessing over the relationship. Instead of rushing, you invest in your faith, character, and purpose. You work on becoming a person who is patient, kind, and resilient. This inward transformation prepares you not only to receive love, but to give love in the way Allah wants it to be given, selflessly, sincerely, and with deep commitment. You grow in your connection to Allah, and through that growth, your capacity to love and to be loved increases. It is important to understand that human plans are limited by our own perceptions, emotions, and desires. We tend to want immediate results and clear answers. But Allah's wisdom encompasses the entire reality beyond what we see. What we perceive as a delay might actually be a protective measure to keep us from entering a relationship too soon or with the wrong person. Allah's timing protects hearts from harm, guides souls toward maturity, and ultimately ensures that the union is a source of blessing, peace, and growth. Many believers find comfort in the fact that the Quran reassures us about Allah's perfect planning. Allah says, "And it may be that you dislike a thing which is good for you, and that you like a thing which is bad for you. Allah knows, and you do not know." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:216. This verse reminds us that our limited perspective can cause impatience or misunderstanding. But Allah's knowledge and timing are flawless. Trusting in His plan means accepting that the timing of meeting the person He wants you with is part of a greater design that you may not fully grasp now. In practice, this means that instead of forcing connections or being consumed by anxiety, you lean into patience and prayer. You ask Allah to prepare your heart and the heart of the one destined for you. You focus on self-improvement, and you remain open to the signs and opportunities He places in your path. This might look like a sudden conversation that changes everything, a chance meeting in an unexpected place, or a growing sense of peace when thinking about a certain person. These moments come unexpectedly because Allah's timing is beyond human schedules. Beyond. It is also important to recognize that sometimes the person Allah has destined for you may be very different from your initial expectations. Allah's wisdom surpasses our desires, and He knows what will truly benefit your soul and your faith. Meeting someone unexpectedly could mean that He is bringing a partner who will complement your character and help you fulfill your purpose in life. Divine timing ensures that the relationship will be built on a solid foundation of mutual respect, shared values, and faith-driven goals. In summary, when Allah wants you to be with someone, it happens at the exact right moment. The waiting, the silence, and even the confusion are part of a divine process to prepare both of you for a meaningful connection. Trusting Allah's timing requires patience and faith, knowing that He is guiding you toward the best outcome for your heart and soul. When you stop trying to control the timing and surrender to His plan, you open yourself to a love that is deeper, more peaceful, and truly blessed. This unexpected timing is a beautiful reminder that Allah's wisdom is perfect and that He is always watching over your path to bring you what is best. When Allah intends for two people to be together, He often blesses their connection with signs that go beyond ordinary understanding. These signs are not always loud or obvious, rather they manifest as a deep and unexplainable peace in the heart, a tranquility that can only come from Allah's barakah, blessing. This inner calm reassures the believer that what is unfolding is part of a divine plan, and it brings comfort even in the face of uncertainty or delay. This kind of peace is a subtle but powerful indicator that Allah is orchestrating the union in a way that no human effort alone could achieve. This unexplainable peace is a gift from Allah, meant to calm the heart amidst the chaos of life and the confusion of emotions. When you experience this tranquility, it is as if your soul recognizes a connection far deeper than what the mind can rationalize. You might find that thoughts of the person do not bring anxiety or doubt, but rather a serene acceptance and hope. This peace often comes unexpectedly, in moments when you least anticipate it, reinforcing the idea that it is a divine sign rather than a mere coincidence. Alongside this peace, Allah may send subtle but unmistakable signs known as barakah, spiritual blessings that enrich and nurture the relationship even before it fully forms. These signs could be small miracles, answered prayers, or a series of coincidences that guide the two people closer together. For instance, you might experience moments where paths cross repeatedly, doors open at the right times, or both of you feel drawn toward the same goals and values. Such synchronicities serve as confirmation that the connection is favored and supported by Allah. Dreams can also play a significant role in this process. In Islamic tradition, dreams are considered one of the means through which Allah communicates with His servants. When Allah wants two people to come together, He might plant dreams that bring clarity, reassurance, or glimpses of the future. These dreams can inspire hope and faith, guiding the hearts involved toward patience and trust. They are often filled with symbols or messages that resonate deeply, providing comfort and encouraging believers to hold steadfast. The presence of barakah in a relationship means that even if challenges arise, the bond remains protected and nurtured by Allah's mercy. It creates an environment where love grows not just on physical or emotional levels, but spiritually as well. Barakah manifests as ease in communication, mutual respect, and the growth of shared faith. It allows both individuals to support each other's spiritual journey, strengthening the relationship in ways that worldly measures cannot capture. Experiencing this divine peace and barakah also changes how one perceives hardships or obstacles. Instead of discouragement, believers feel hopeful and patient, understanding that difficulties are temporary and serve a higher purpose. The peace in the heart acts as a shield against despair, reminding that Allah's plan is unfolding even when it is not immediately visible. This patience is not passive resignation, but an active trust in Allah's wisdom and timing. In practical terms, this means that when you start to notice an unexpected calmness around a certain person or situation, it is important to pay attention and reflect. This feeling is a signal to nurture your relationship with Allah through prayer and supplication, asking Him to bless and guide this union. It also encourages you to maintain sincerity and good intentions, knowing that love built on a foundation of faith is far more resilient and meaningful. Moreover, this peace allows you to remain grounded and balanced. You won't be swept away by fleeting emotions or pressured by societal expectations. Instead, you will move forward with confidence and clarity, trusting that the connection is blessed and that Allah's mercy will facilitate what is best for you both. This spiritual steadiness helps you avoid rash decisions or actions driven by impatience or fear. The signs of barakah are often witnessed by those who are patient and mindful. They notice the subtle ease in their interactions, the moments of mutual understanding, and the growing alignment of values and goals. They also recognize that their faith and reliance on Allah deepen as the relationship progresses, creating a bond that is more than just emotional or physical. It is spiritual. One must also remember that these signs are personalized. What appears as barakah for one couple may look different for another. It could be emotional peace, unexpected opportunities, or even changes in one's own character that prepare them for this sacred union. The key is to remain open and attentive, continually seeking Allah's guidance through prayer and reflection. Ultimately, when Allah wants you with someone, He fills the connection with His blessing in ways that calm the heart and inspire trust. This peace and barakah serve as a powerful reminder that the relationship is under divine protection and care. They encourage believers to continue on their path with patience, hope, and faith, knowing that what unfolds is part of a plan far greater than human comprehension. This divine peace also teaches an important lesson about reliance on Allah. It shows that true happiness and fulfillment come not from forcing relationships or chasing after love, but from surrendering to Allah's will and trusting His plan. When the heart is aligned with Allah's guidance, love becomes a source of mercy, growth, and spiritual enrichment. In the end, the unexplainable peace and signs of barakah that come when Allah wants two souls to unite are unmistakable once recognized. They serve as a compass pointing believers toward a connection that is not only destined, but blessed, sustained, and meaningful. Holding on to this peace allows one to navigate life's uncertainties with grace, knowing that the ultimate reunion is both near and divinely secured. When Allah wants two people to be together, He often removes obstacles in ways that feel miraculous and effortless. What once seemed impossible suddenly becomes easy, and doors that were firmly closed start opening without any forced effort. This sudden change in circumstances is a clear sign of Allah's intervention and blessing in the connection. It shows that when the timing is right and the hearts are prepared, Allah facilitates the path toward union in ways beyond human control or understanding. Many believers experience times when their hopes for a relationship feel blocked by external factors. Family objections, financial difficulties, misunderstandings, or long periods without communication. These barriers can feel discouraging and make one question whether the connection will ever happen. However, when Allah wills for the two to come together, He begins to remove these obstacles one by one, often in unexpected ways. What seemed impossible to overcome is suddenly resolved through ease and natural flow. This ease is a sign of barakah, Allah's blessing, making the process smooth rather than complicated or stressful. It might happen through a sudden change in a family member's attitude, the resolution of financial issues, or new opportunities that bring the two people into contact. Allah's hand guides these moments, ensuring that nothing stands in the way when the union is meant to happen. Importantly, this does not mean that difficulties disappear completely, but that the main barriers that could prevent the relationship are lifted. Another aspect of this divine facilitation is that the connection grows without pressure or forcing. Often, relationships built by sheer effort or impatience become strained or unstable. But when Allah is behind the union, the growth happens naturally, with mutual understanding and respect. Communication flows more freely, hearts open gradually, and trust builds steadily. The natural unfolding of the relationship is a sign that Allah's plan is in motion. This process also reflects the mercy and wisdom of Allah. Sometimes, what we perceive as delays or closed doors are actually protections, measures to keep us from harm or from rushing into something that is not good for us. When Allah finally opens the doors, it is because He has prepared both parties to meet in the right way, ensuring the union is a source of blessing and not hardship. Believers who witness this opening of doors often feel a renewed sense of hope and gratitude. They recognize that Allah is actively working in their lives and that their patience and trust are being rewarded. This awareness strengthens their faith and motivates them to continue seeking Allah's guidance, knowing that the journey is unfolding according to His perfect plan. In summary, when Allah wants two souls to unite, He begins to open the doors that were once closed, without force or struggle. This ease is a sign of His blessing and a confirmation that the timing is right. It encourages believers to trust in His plan, remain patient, and continue nurturing their connection with faith and sincerity. The removal of obstacles is not just a practical change, but a spiritual affirmation that Allah's mercy is guiding the relationship toward its destined place. When Allah intends for two people to come together, He does more than simply unite their paths. He aligns their hearts and spirits through a journey of spiritual growth and personal development. This process is essential because a relationship blessed by Allah is not just about companionship or love. It is about two souls growing together in faith, supporting each other on their individual and shared journeys toward Allah. The union is designed to be a source of strength, patience, and mutual encouragement in fulfilling their purpose in this life and the hereafter. Before two hearts meet, Allah guides each person through experiences that build their character, deepen their faith, and prepare them for the responsibilities and blessings of a committed relationship. This spiritual growth may come through trials, lessons, or moments of self-reflection. Sometimes, it means overcoming personal weaknesses, healing from past wounds, or learning the values of patience, trust, and reliance on Allah. These internal changes are necessary so that when the two souls finally meet, they are ready to support one another in a way that benefits both their worldly lives and their spirituality. This alignment is not accidental, but a divine design that ensures the couple shares core values, a commitment to faith, and a vision for their future grounded in the principles of Islam. When both individuals grow spiritually, they develop the ability to communicate with compassion, forgive with sincerity, and face challenges with resilience. Their relationship becomes a partnership built on the foundation of tawakkul, trusting Allah's plan together, and mutual encouragement to stay on the straight path. Moreover, the spiritual growth that aligns the hearts helps the couple to prioritize what truly matters: It shifts the focus from superficial attractions or fleeting emotions to deeper qualities like kindness, patience, gratitude, and devotion to Allah. This shared spiritual foundation creates harmony and reduces conflicts rooted in ego or misunderstandings. It also allows the couple to inspire one another toward greater acts of worship, charity, and self-improvement, enriching their lives individually and collectively. Allah's guidance in aligning hearts also means that the couple will likely find themselves drawn toward a common purpose or mission. This could involve raising a righteous family, serving their community, or supporting each other in their personal goals that are pleasing to Allah. Their union becomes more than just a relationship. It becomes a means of fulfilling a higher purpose together. This divine mission strengthens their bond and gives their love a meaning that transcends the temporary nature of this world. It is important to remember that spiritual growth is an ongoing process. Even after the union, both partners continue to evolve individually and as a couple. Allah's blessing is reflected in their willingness to learn, forgive, and grow together, facing life's ups and downs with patience and faith. The challenges they encounter become opportunities for deeper understanding and closer connection, as long as they remain rooted in their trust in Allah. In essence, when Allah brings two people together, He does so with a plan that encompasses much more than their meeting. He prepares their hearts through spiritual growth so that their union is blessed, purposeful, and enduring. This alignment ensures that the relationship becomes a source of peace, growth, and strength, both in this life and the next. Recognizing and embracing this divine process helps believers to remain patient and hopeful, knowing that the love they are meant to share is part of a greater plan guided by Allah's infinite wisdom and mercy. May Allah bless you and guide you to a life filled with mercy, love, and tranquility.